we had to go through all that, all of that, in order to rise to our highest destiny. Harder path leading to a higher purpose. And we had to go through things. You know, there were so many along the way that tried to stop us, to shrink us, to get us to doubt ourselves and God. Nevertheless, we're still going. And it's all coming to light now. It's all coming to light because if we have no shame, we have no fear, there's nothing for darkness to hold on to. There's nothing to hold us back. And we are truly free. Free to be who God truly intended for us to be. To live life by our own compass. And to create the world that is aligned for us and what we are here to do. We are no separate from Creator. Had some really good channels come through today and, well, every day. But I wrote down, I am the version of myself that already has everything she wants and needs. I am aligned and I am highly favored by this universe. Abundance naturally flows to me. I don't need to prove my worth as I am already one with God. I attract miracles and blessings into my life. And we are living miracles already. Already we are living infinite miracles. We are experiencing God coming out from behind the curtain and showing us everything. And though, yeah, it's been hard and there's been struggles, we know that we're not alone. We know that God has us positioned for our greatest breakthrough to happen. And darkness has nothing on us anymore. There is nothing, there is no fear, there is no shame. Nothing can hold us back. All of that was removed. God has cleared the way. And abundance, prosperity, success, Everything we need is flowing to us. The devil never had ownership of our divine inheritance. God had been keeping it safe this entire time, waiting for us to unlock it. And we have done that. And we are actively doing so. As we rise from all limitations, fears, or setbacks that have tried to keep us from fulfilling our highest destiny, they could only delay. We only gained strength in the struggle, and we have really broken through. As we know that it's on its way. You know, the only thing keeping us from our blessings is us. It is the mindset or the thought, the limited belief that we are unworthy. But we are our future selves. We are our future selves, the ones who have already made it. We have already manifested this. We wrote this whole script for us to go through. So all that's left for us to do is really trust and to believe and be open to receive. And I wouldn't do anything differently in my life. I wouldn't. Because I gave my life to love. I gave my life to God. And though I made mistakes along the way, and I wasn't perfect as a human, I sometimes felt, small and felt the need for comfort and trusted the wrong people. And, we went through a lot of trauma. We still trusted God, and we still stayed true. And we never gave up, because we knew that this was so much bigger than just us. And it is. We are divinely supported by the entire universe. All of the angels in heaven are tuned in to us as we are tuned into them. We are the watchers, or the watchers are watching us, and we are watching them. And we are the watchers. We are the angels. We are the extraterrestrials. All is consciousness, and all is one. And we're all awakening to our eternal oneness with it. We were never separate in the first place. We were just buried in the density and the weight that we didn't need to be carrying this whole time. But we were strong for that. That pressure, that weight of the world that we carried formed us into diamonds. That kind of pressure will do that. And now we are out. We are shining. We are beaming out rainbows. We are prisms of light for the whole world to see. And we are living and embodying our highest destiny. These miracles are because of God. These miracles are rising from within and vibrating outwardly. We are vibrating in a frequency of miracles. So I'm really feeling the energies right now. I'm feeling my guides and my ancestors holding me close and really, they're not gonna let me slide. They're not gonna let me slip. They're not gonna let me fall from hope so high, because we have already crossed the threshold of what was ever perceived humanly possible. We have surpassed all expectations laid upon us, and we are living miracles through our consciousness, through God. I will not allow my cortisol levels to shrink me and get me stressed out about the future that God has in store for me. Though we've got to let go of the old to make room to embrace the new. That is because God has got great things in store for us. And we know that we've been training for this for a long time. God has worked hard on us. Yeah, I'm reminded of different times in my life where I felt like I was really completely at the end of my rope, and then God showed up to coach me one-on-one and really get me to see and to hang in there, you know. A little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more is always a little bit more. And it's like, okay, I'm tired, you know. But God truly does that. And it is so beautiful to know that. To know God. And to know the heart and the soul of Creator. And that God is loving, God is wonderful, God is healing, and God knows us so well. That God doesn't miss a single detail, that everything is perfectly aligned for us. No detail unnoticed or unattended to. And God just wants us to know that we deserve that love in our lives. That God loves us so much in spirit realm. Why would we settle for less in the earth realm too? Why would we limit ourselves when God's love for us is infinite? Why would we settle for less when we were created for more? We really do have clarity through these breakthroughs. We have these heartbreaks that bring the light through. And we are having so many deaths and rebirths in our lives, and that God is doing that for us to grow. I'm not in fear of homelessness or, being without or being alone, because I know I'm not. And that I am here to help many. I am here to help change this world and make a difference. I am here meant to transmute all the darkness we've gone through into light. I am here to shine my torch bright. For darkness did everything it could to destroy our light and extinguish our holy fire. But we are the Phoenix rising. We are infinite through Source. And the curse is broken. We are giving birth to the age of light, spiritually in all dimensions. The earth realm too, the physical world. For we wouldn't be here in the physical if we weren't meant to do that. We have skin in the game, and we know we're not alone. We're awakened. We're aware. We are so loved and favored in this universe. For never giving up. For hanging in there when the going got rough. And going through attacks after attacks after attacks in our lives so that we could be bulletproof in our faith. We are completely protected in God's armor, in God's light, and our destiny is secured. It's nothing that could ever be taken from us. No matter what we do. So we can relax, we can open our hearts, we can trust, and we can align. Because this is our time. So I am standing here knowing that my ship is coming for me. That I am the mothership. In fact. And that all of this God has done for me. And it's mind-blowing to me because I didn't know love that big existed. I didn't know I was that big. So it can be scary, but it's it's so fulfilling. I don't even know if fulfilling is a good enough word for it. So we are at peace.
Are you doing TikTok live?
I'm not live right now, but I am doing a recording.
TikTok?
I do TikTok.
Sup, TikTok? How you doing?
Alright.
How you doing, TikTok?
Are you on TikTok live?
No, she's not live.
Damn, yo.
What you doing for TikTok?
You can check it out online,
This kid.
and I would appreciate it if you gave me some space so I can make my video. Thank you.
Sup, TikTok?
Yo, what's up, TikTok? You like my handlebars?
So, grateful for the breakthroughs that we're having, and you know, I like kids. I do. But some of them are so it is especially boys, you know, trying to be cool for each other. And I really did want to be a mother. And in the earth realm too. And though that's not completely crossed out yet, I have a soul mission. And I have awakened to my divine purpose. And I am here to help many. And my husband, Kevin, and I, we tried to have a baby, you know, in our year of marriage. We didn't try every month, and, you know, I kind of started to question if he was someone I wanted to have children with. And, you know, those questions got louder after a while. You know, it's an important decision, and it's something that I don't take lightly. And, you know, I always felt like I wanted to have children, but I wanted to make the world a better place to raise them in first. And of course I wanted to have a home, some land, some space where I could have kids and not be on the matrix or have them in the parasitic school system of mind control, indoctrination, and programming. So, well, we are changing the world. We are changing the world, and I don't know what's coming next in my life. I don't feel like I'm in a hurry to be in another relationship, that's for sure. And I definitely need to heal from this marriage and have the space and sanctuary in my life to do that. And who knows after that? I feel like life is so abundant, and I am so abundant spiritually that we will be so immersed in our creative endeavors, and that we will be building new earth. We will be healing and teaching and speaking and being a light in this world, living with God and surrendering to our highest purpose. That, you know, if it happens for us, then great, but if not, you know, it's all going according to God's highest plan. That is all we want, is God to do this life and show us the way, so we can just serve His highest will. And I want to create a better world for our children. I know that. I know that with absolute certainty. If I have them in this life or not, they deserve a better world than the one we inherited. They deserve a world where they get to be who God truly intended for them to be, and they don't have to shrink themselves for a slave society. That lie is over, and this is a new paradigm now. And that they are blessed as they have inherited the earth. They are truly free to create, to shine their light. And to be the blessings that they are. For that is why we're here. That is why we do this. This is why we don't give up. Because it's not for us, it's for them. Once you awaken and you know and you've seen the truth, you can't go back. You can't unsee it. Because you have a responsibility. You are entrusted by God. And So I really think that this life is gonna springboard and ascend into heaven even higher than I ever even thought or dreamed or imagined. Consciousness is expanding and elevating and evolving on such a high rate that we are outgrowing all limitations that were ever constructed. That there is no cage that could keep our souls contained. We are unchained. I love you guys, and I love my angels. As I've been very open and vocal about my current situation in my marriage right now with Kevin, and that my growth with God is I'm feeling the pull between us, and I'm feeling like I'm not going to stay in that kind of environment with someone who is spiritually dirty. And infested with parasites. Though, you know, I love him, and I do believe and know in my heart that he is a wonderful man underneath it all. I've got to choose me. I've got to choose God, because I know that I am setting an example for others. That I am breaking generational patterns and traumas in our bloodlines. I am healing the broken parts of myself that have trauma bonded with the wrong person in the first place. And I am trusting of the universe to make an exit for me. For I am not in question or hanging on or clinging on to this any longer. It hurts me to let go, but it would hurt me more if I stayed. So, A lot of things are coming up for us, a lot of change, a lot of... We don't know what's next, and it's a place where manifestations really happen. We have to stay centered, grounded, and connected all at the same time. We can't allow this to stress us out. And we've been through this so many times in our life that we really feel like this time we are solid. That there is no room for error anymore. For we've been through hell and back and through hell again and back and through hell and back. And this time we are in alignment with the version of ourselves that already has everything that she needs and wants. So I'm not focusing my energy on my fears. I'm focusing my energy on love. Because I know that I am loved. I know that Creator loves me. I know that the whole universe is doing this all for me. To know my worth, to know my power, and to recall and reclaim and remember all of it. Because I wrote this story. I think that there's nothing more beautiful than that. There's nothing better than knowing God on such a profoundly intimate level. And I can't be with those who don't connect to God the way that I do. You know, it feels lonely because God, I want everyone to know and to feel and to be in that frequency with me. You know, I don't want to be up here just shining light and giving love, and then someone's like looking up at me like, what the hell is wrong with you? You know, it's or if they're jealous, or if they're envious, it's like, come on, you know, you're loved too. And you're no separate from this, but you make yourself to be separate by giving in and feeding that. And that's the trap right there. You know, that's how you blow your own blessings. But we live and we learn. It's all to master our energy and manifest miracles. energy and manifesting miracles. I didn't have my microphone on. I forgot it in my purse. But hopefully the audio is good. And what else do I have for you right now? You know, I think that was really a good, reasonably lengthed session. So I'm gonna leave it there and tell you that I'm grateful for all of it. I'm grateful to be here. It doesn't feel real, but this is the realest thing, you know, you could ever come home to. Is knowing God. And let's continue to rest, hydrate ourselves, stretch, move our bodies, pray, connect, meditate. I want to focus more on fasting, and I want to really get on a garden in this next timeline jump and grow food and start juicing and getting deep into holistics and healing. I want to work with other enlightened beings of warriors of God and spread our healing missions in this world. We've got to create the new, and we are reborn. So now we need to exit the matrix and birth new earth. So that's what we're working on. Infinity Rising is more than just a channel on YouTube or on TikTok. We are a divine blueprint, a vision for the future, for humanity, for the age of light. It is a unified vision of all God's angels, the divine order, and getting out of the parasitic systems and into a vibrational alignment with our sovereignty with the Most High. Living in total truth, no more darkness, no more deception, no more manipulation, no more mind control. The old world and the old systems are crumbling as was designed to do so. Our souls incarnated here to create the new. chosen ones are masterpieces of God, and we have been through this holy purification process to train us for our highest mission. And we are leaders of the light. And it is time for us to take back Earth and steer things out of darkness and into light. So join our mission, join us, because you are part of us anyway. You are with us whether you know that or not. You are the future, and you are the creator. So invest your energy wisely and support your family of light and our missions for a free and sovereign earth where all souls are high vibrational and living in their healing and divinity with God, and their soul's true purpose for coming here. And links are below. Follow us on other platforms, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And help me to make my exit from this marriage and live my life in alignment to my soul mission and purpose for being here. And thank you in advance. I love you, beautiful souls. I love you, soul family. I know we're all a part of this together, and I am so grateful that you're here and that you chose to sign up for this insane earth mission in this incarnation. God bless you all. Namaste to you, light workers and light warriors, soul family. Let's keep going. God bless.